Hart. Welcome to Chorizo Talk, Bobby.
Thank you.
What is your full name?
Hart Ashton McGrath.
Hart Ashton McGrath.
Actress?
Actor. However you say, bro. I ain't go to school good. Well, let's get it, my man. Tell us about you a bit.
Yeah, bro. I'm born and raised Reno, Nevada. This is my home. A lot of people shit on Reno, but I think if you can sit back and look at it from a different perspective, man, it's home, man. I love Reno. Went to Reno High School. Grades weren't good enough for college. I could never focus in school, so I always had to figure something else out other than school. You know, all my friends going to UNR, getting into frats. I was so jealous, man. I wanted to be a part of that, but I didn't focus my second half of high school, so I had to be a Team CC skid mark for a year or two. My friends would make fun of me for that shit. But yeah, bro, I love fitness, bro. I love being a part of this gym. I love being around people. You know, I love connecting with people. I love working on my physical and mental health to the best of my ability, trying to hold it together, you know, the best I can every single day. Yeah, bro. I'm a happy camper.
I love it, bro. You literally said, I'm a TMCC skid mark. Not everybody like at TMCC. What the fuck?
Yeah, I'm just playing. But
no, it's a joke, but it's just like, I never took it as a term like
Team CC mud puddle. But
yeah, I wasn't very well in high school, neither. I didn't have the good grades. It took me actually 2-3 years after graduating, when I graduated, had to go back to Washoe and finish everything that I needed to be done just because I can't focus and sit down and I can't read. I just can't. I'm horrible. To this day, I still tell my kids, what did I say? But it's one of those that I'm more of a hands-on guys. Mm-hmm. And I like to just see it and do it instead of read it. I lose track and my mind just goes, I don't want to know no more.
Same.
It sucks so bad.
Same.
So at least we have that one kind of in common.
The whole page, you're like, what did I just read?
What did he say again?
Yeah.
What did he say?
Literally.
But yeah, man. I still remember the first time ever meeting you.
Really?
Yeah.
A gym?
No.
A strip club?
Whoa. No, definitely not. It was actually the first time I ever competed.
Really?
Tahoe.
2018?
Yep.
Yeah, I did have red shorts.
Long hair.
Mm-hmm. Big old fro.
Bro, you still look phenomenal, but coming up there, yeah. You were up against this other guy that's from Sacramento.
How was it for you?
Horrible, but great. At the same time, I was with a coach back then to where they would tell me, like, hey, let's train you. This was at Eagle Fitness, Sparks. Mm-hmm. So there's a guy in there that was telling me about coaching, and he can get me going because he saw the dedication of what I want to do. So I said, sounds good. I paid the guy up front. I remember sitting down because I even told him, I don't know nothing about this sport. I don't even know what the hell about eating. Nothing. So he literally gave me a paper. I didn't even know what it was. I was like, okay, calories. I don't know what calories was, fats and protein. I know nothing of that. So I just looked at him like, oh, okay. Just left it. Then months down the road, like 2 months down the road, he goes, how many calories are you intaking? What are your proteins in this? I'm like, bro, what is that? He's like, what do you mean? I'm like, yeah, I've just been training off of you and I don't know nothing. So fast forward, guy ghosted me. I didn't care for it. I went with Bo. Bo looked at me and he goes, you are literally 3 weeks out from show. And I'm like, bro, I don't know what to do. And he literally said, you're going to hate me. I have to cut you down dramatically. He's like, you're going to lose all this fat and muscle. Give me a heads up, but you're going to hate me. But if you want to step on stage, this is what's going to happen because I was fat. So that's what happened. It was cool stepping on stage, knowing how the process is, but I hated it because how it went down. I didn't have somebody that was really coaching me, acknowledging me, anything about what to do, how to do it. So.
Yeah, I feel like it's for first-time competitors. I feel like it's kind of hard to land a solid coach very first time. I didn't have the best coach either my very first time getting into the bodybuilding world, but then you kind of figure it out. Shout out to Bo Worley. Yeah. Coached me for another prep.
Nice.
He's a great coach. Love Bo.
Heck yeah, bro. I love it. But let's run this, man. You too famous.
No.
Yes, you are.
No.
Why don't you think you are, bro? You are literally giving everybody the urge of knowing men's physique. You are amazing to it. How did that come across you and say, you know what, I want to do this?
Yeah, always watched bodybuilding on YouTube growing up throughout high school. I fell in love with like the Kai Green, Phil Heath rivalry. Big open bodybuilders almost fighting on stage. I loved seeing those giant human beings. I loved the muscular frames more than anything. So YouTube was where I found that. And a gentleman named Nick Strength and Power, shout out to Nick, one of my friends, he would cover it. And I was so interested in it. And I watched him for years and years and years. And I was in line at Trader Joe's. I had my mask. They're only letting, a certain amount of people in the store at the time. And I was with my partner at the time. And I said, I just had this epiphany. I was like, you know what? I know I can't do a normal job. I can't hold a 9 to 5 to save my life. I want to do something creative. I can't go to school. That's not who I am. I was like, what if I made a YouTube channel covering men's physique? Because no one, and so I started in 2020, very early on.
So for 5, and now it's 2025, the end of 2025.
Yeah, not fully consistent, but yeah, for around 5 years, I've been giving my all to the division, men's physique.
I'm glad you're back doing it, because when you were gone, I was like, where am I going to know my knowledge? Even though I'm not good at it, knowing about it, but you were the reason why I was knowing more of men's physique. And then once I saw you stepping through the doors, I said, the boy's back.
I appreciate you, bro. You've always supported me big time.
I see something great in you, man. I see nothing but a person that loves to help out, get to know somebody. If they're in the need of help, you're going to tell them what's up with what. As I see you be training some people too as well. That see people reach out to you, not just because of knowing for men's physique, but as well because they want to know how to push their bodies to another limit. But with growing up, everything in high school, was there some stuff that you're just like, man, this shit's fucking me up. I need to fix myself.
Yeah, I guess the biggest tragedy, if you want to call it that, in my life was when I was 16, just losing my dad to cancer.
Sorry about that.
Thanks, brother. That was tough because he was definitely my hero. When I was a straight A student, killing it in sports, freshman, sophomore year, he passed and I just went downhill. You know, bless my mother's soul. She did the best she could with a rebel like me dealing with all that stuff. I was a wild card for sure after I lost that guidance from my father. But yeah, that was probably the hardest thing I had to deal with in my life, you know, and still deal with it. You know, it's interesting how it affects you as you get older in different ways, you know.
Oh, your mom's still here, right?
Yeah, she's still here.
Shout out to Mama Bear.
Spanish Springs High School principal for tough Southern black woman, disciplined, bro. There's a reason I have face tattoos and rebel.
Mom, get this tattoo.
Yeah.
How'd you feel when you got your first face tat?
Oh, she just looked at me and she shook her head and she just walked away. She didn't even.
And that was the forehead one?
That was my dad here.
Okay, dad.
She looked at me, she got real close, and she just walked away and shook her head. She was so disappointed.
Oh,
yeah.
She still loves you. And then what happened doing the forehead?
Yeah, you know what's funny? I feel like I got these tattoos for just out of nowhere, bro. It wasn't like I had it scheduled. I just had a feeling, and I wanted to get it done. I think I was killing it in the YouTube game, and I wanted to stand out more. I wanted to just do whatever I want. I just wanted to feel creative with myself. I just went down to a tattoo shop and got it done.
What's it say?
This one says love yourself. This one says life's too short. And I've actually had about 7 sessions to get them removed.
I remember you were talking about getting some removed. How was that pain?
That was horrible, and I wish I never did it. I got them removed because my mother was in my ear. You know, I wasn't doing the YouTube channel, so I had to go back into that 9 to 5 and, you know, society. And it's like, maybe you can't have face tattoos, maybe you can, but my mom being the principal, being the mother that she is, like, I'll even pay for it if you go and get this stuff done. So I got about 5, 6, 7 sessions done over at Dr. Murphy's plastic surgery office over in South Reno.
Yeah.
Horrible pain. Toes
shit.
curling, crying. You know.
That bad?
They eventually turn it up. You know, they start easy and then they turn up the laser and it gets stronger and stronger and stronger. And then it's
just sucks.
It sucks though because my skin's brown, so it's harder to remove because of the melanin in my skin. If they turn up the laser too much, it'll take away my color too. So I have like white outlines of the tattoos.
Is that what Michael Jackson did?
Probably. He's a tough man.
Well, because you're telling me that's the only way I can think of it, bro. Because if you're saying that it's going to take away the color of your skin, if he did do that, I have a feeling he was drugged the fuck up, knocked out.
Yeah, he was knocked out.
And he probably woke up hurt.
Wasn't the theory forever that I remember growing up that Michael Jackson like bleached his skin, whatever that means.
Yep.
Like, and as a kid I always thought like he's really like he's going into the garage, he's getting some Clorox.
Bleach your skin. I heard of bleaching your asshole.
That's how he bleached his.
Well, fucking touche to him. Whatever he was doing, it worked. But the way you're telling me of this whole removing it, it sounds like I don't ever want to go for it.
Horrible. It's horrible.
And you're still gonna go for more sessions?
No, I wish I never did it because now I'm back to being who I truly am, and it's like I'll get more, bro.
Retat it.
Yeah.
Because yes, you were here. You're still killing it. When you left, you were killing it. You said you got out of the YouTube game and then started working for a 9 to 5, but that wasn't here, right?
No, it was like 3 or 4 9 to 5s, bro. Just bouncing around. I always bounced around with jobs, you know. I remember my friends used to make fun of me because like I couldn't hold a job. It's just not who I am, you know. Nothing. I don't have anything against people who are doing it. I think it's amazing if you can hold that. Me personally, I don't know if it's the way I was raised. I'm sure a lot of it has to do with that and the freedom I had. But I can't have a boss. I got to be on my own time. And it's got to be me to create the work. I can't be under someone's like
belt.
Yeah.
But you're doing amazing. We're gonna go. He's doing okay. He says that, but I personally think you're doing an amazing job.
Thank you.
We needed someone to be doing this. I've been seeing right now other YouTubers trying to do what you're doing. Nah, they don't have the character for it, or the, what do you call it, the energy. Yours comes off amazing how you do it. These other guys try to manipulate you, try to act like they're you. I was like, nah, I don't like his. Back to Hart's.
Thank you, brother.
I very appreciate you doing this for all of us, man. I know your YouTube channel went beyond crazy once you came back. I bet you overnight you're like, dude.
Yeah, grateful for the response. I know we all know how hard it is to grow on YouTube these days. It ain't 2015 where you can upload you picking your nose and get 10,000 views, literally. The YouTube game is completely different. You really got to attack it and strategize, and yeah.
What's something that you would tell somebody that's trying to start a YouTube channel?
But don't give up.
Yeah.
That's literally all it is, because during that not giving up process, you'll figure out ways to improve your work. You'll get feedback from the people watching your videos. You'll get better at editing. You'll get better at speaking. You'll get better at filming, whatever it is. But you just can't give up. And people give up on YouTube very easily because there's other social media outlets where you can get the views and likes a lot easier, like TikTok, Instagram, or whatever it is. But YouTube's tough. You can't give up. You know, it's years. It's not a few months. It's years, you know.
So YouTube pays you.
Yes.
Do any other platforms pay you as well?
YouTube pays me, and I would love to get into how and how much, like all the details, bro. I'm an open book. Instagram does pay, but you got to have millions and millions of views on your reels to get paid. Unless you're Ashton Hall or someone like that, you're not getting paid from Instagram. You know, it's just a tool.
So your main money maker would be YouTube, because it's tougher for these other platforms because they're asking, like you said, millions of views on your reels, right?
My main money maker is Instagram, because I get the most eyes and attention and views. So other companies want that. They want their names on my Instagram. YouTube pays me shit. Like YouTube, I'll probably make $400 or $500 a month this month just off of views. And I average maybe, let's say 10, 15,000 views per video. So in order to like really get paid on YouTube, you got to be making like 50K views per video. I would say would give you like $1,500, $2,000 a month, like a decent income from YouTube. But YouTube doesn't pay how it used to. It's very specific on the niches and how much you get paid per 1,000 views. For example, if you talk about finance, or you talk about food, or you talk about kids stuff, you get paid way, way more than someone like me who talks about bodybuilding and drugs and stuff like that. So YouTube doesn't like that. Yes.
I got kids, but I don't want to go over there and teach kids stuff. I don't even want to play with their toys.
If you did play with your toys and it did get successful, you would, like, for example, I make like $3 to $5 per 1,000 views. If you made a channel for kids talking about kids' toys, unboxing, whatever it is, even your kid opening up stuff, it's like $20, $30 per 1,000 views, that really adds up fast.
That's incredible how that is, how you're telling me. Because sometimes I see my kids watching some YouTube videos and I'm just like, why are you watching this guy? He's grown-ass adult. Turn that shit off. It's annoying. To me, I feel like, but now I get more how it is. But as a parent, sometimes parents don't want to see a kid watch another grown-up do something that a kid should be doing. So now that's why when I see my kids will see other kids doing YouTube stuff like that. Because I just felt like it was weird for my 5-year-old seeing this 40-year-old playing with dolls. And obviously, what's going to cross through your mind? Like, why is this guy trying to catch a kid's attention? I get it. He's doing it for his money. But in other parents' view, you're just like, no, it's unacceptable.
I could be in your shoe and understand
unacceptable, that. But I get it. He's doing what is making him money. Who cares? But on parents' views, you're just like, no, you're not going to watch that.
So you judging me if I start talking about toys and shit?
No, I won't judge you. It's just, I tell, like I said, I get where you're coming from, how to make your money. But me personally, have my kids see somebody, cool. If I'm going to watch him, it's because I want to play with them toys too. Show me how to make them Legos, motherfucker. But YouTube is very crazy. Like you said, I didn't know that YouTube only wants you to do X amount of stuff. Instagram is one of those that gets you paid.
Yeah, Instagram's a great tool, man. If you can be smart about content and reels and how you play it, Instagram can give you complete freedom. Most people just give up too early or don't want to improve their content, but people could be living off their Instagram easy.
Oh, yeah. I love how social media can either be good or you have those people that just want to put you down and talk shit. Like, come on, guys, really?
Yeah, there's a lot of that online. A lot of haters online, but haters are great. I wish I had more haters. If I had more haters, I feel like I'd be more influential. I'd be wealthier, you know? Haters make you rich.
You do. So let's bring up your hate list.
I have a lot, I'm sure. Every time I post something, I'll get a dozen negative comments about why is this guy even talking? he's not a pro. He should keep his mouth shut, or who the hell let this guy have him? That's everywhere. And in the beginning, that definitely rubbed me the wrong way, and it would get to me, and I'd get upset. But after 5 years of doing it, it's very easy for me to just look at it, troll it, have fun with it, or just I don't even see it.
That's a good thing. Just let it be. What's something that you like to do on your off times?
People ask me that, and I feel like I have the most boring routine. It's like coffee shops, gym, stretching, home, walks outside. I don't have a lot of hobbies, man. I think if I had a lot more money, I'd have a lot funner hobbies.
Hey, you're about to make more money, my man.
Yeah, it's coming. I just need to be patient. I love being outside in the sun, bro. I hate wintertime. So hobbies when it's warm, just outside all the time, just walking, bro. It's great for just the stress relief, to come up with ideas. I love walking in the sun, bro. I love meditating in the sun, just sitting there and trying to turn off the brain. That's fun at this point in my life.
Because a lot of the time you're on the computer.
Yeah, and it's hard to detach myself sometimes from computer content constantly all the time. It's how I make my money, and I need to be able to detach myself from that.
Be you.
Yeah.
The person that you want to be. Was this the first? Let's talk about the O.
Yeah.
Was this the
first O, bro? Covering for 5 years, and first time I went, bro.
I saw you putting in work. It was amazing. Walking, you were just zooming through me. Hey, there's her. But how did that go down? That was the company that's sponsoring you?
Yeah, the company's called ProSeek. Really badass company. Really cool owner reached out to me, invited me to work the booth. And they paid me to do it, flew me out there and everything. And it was incredible. Really glad I went.
What is the next step from that?
Yeah, I have other sponsors as well. I'm actually working on a product for the bodybuilding world because I'm tired of being broke. You don't get paid from being the media guy, right? I've always wanted to make a product for men's physique. My goal next year is to have my own booth, with the product being the thing.
So next year, you're going to be there with your own booth?
That's the goal.
How can we help you?
Oh, you're doing it. This helps. This is incredible.
I want to see you there with your whole team, the whole 9 yards. Just because seeing you with everybody, just there interacting, seeing just people knowing you. It's amazing how, yes, we're here in town in Reno, Nevada, where everybody, like you said, wants to bash, talk about it, negative. But then you're over there just 8 hours south of here, and you got people just like, can I get a photo with you? Can I get a photo with you? Hey, can I have a conversation with you real quick? How did that feel knowing your fans were just there and they were just like, oh my God, that's Hart?
It's dope, bro, because no one comes up to me and goes like, hey, how are you? It's like they've known me for years. It's brother, like, so good to see you. How are you doing?
Nice.
Like, it's like they've known me for years. Like, it's a friendship for years. So when people come up to me, it's a lot more than just like introductions or just like a hi. No one's afraid to come up to me, which is super cool. I think when anyone ever come up to me at the O, it's very like family feeling, like, my brother, so good to see you, so glad I get to meet you, and we get to chop it up. So that's a really good feeling. The fact that I can make content to have people, when they see me in person, feel like they really know me and want to come up to me, that's cool. I think that's really special.
That was amazing just seeing it happen. So definitely with you, your next project coming along, I think you're going to do very well.
Thanks, brother.
You're going to knock it out of the park.
Thank you.
And I can't wait to see it coming in more. However I can, shout it out too as well. I just want to see you grow, because to me, I love seeing somebody put in the hard work, get what they want. Because like you said, majority of the people just give up, or they do 1 or 2 videos and then they're done. Mm-hmm. And you never, like, you left, but you came back.
I always come back. I may leave again, but I'll come back.
Don't you leave. Are you planning on doing any other shows anytime soon, or are you just
competing myself?
As competing as a competitor?
I mean, I'd love to be a pro, but I don't think I'm ready to put my body through everything that goes into it. I don't know if I want it that bad, so I don't think I'll ever compete again. I think I'm fully retired as a second place in my class in PC competitor.
Nothing wrong with that. Are you talking about the injecting?
The drug part of it is tough for me because I think I've done it for so long. I started in high school.
Oh, shit.
I started in high school at 18 years old. Right after the sports season was done, I started with Pro Hormones, which is just an oral steroid, and that's where I first started, scaring all my friends as I was transforming. They're all worried about me. Look, they haven't seen me in 3 weeks, and, I've been on this stuff, and they're like scared because they're looking at me like, bro, you
blew up.
Completely different. It's scary back then.
So you started it young.
Started young, abused for years, finally got smart a few years ago.
Were you at that time? So you started with orals, right? Mm-hmm. Did you ever get into using the needle for it?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, bro. Probably 6 months after that.
So right off the back.
Random websites, no guidance, just ordering into the house, and here we go, And I think that just came from just maybe feel insecure in myself, low self-esteem, not feeling good about my life, trying to be this great bodybuilder, fast, instant gratification, what I was like addicted to. And gear gave me that. It's very powerful.
When you were doing all that, did you knew anything about the drug? Did you like put your research, or you just said, oh, XYZ person's taking it, I want to order that too?
I think I was doing a little research, but still doing it wrong. Wherever I was getting my information, it wasn't the right information. Too much stuff, side effects everywhere for me, physical side effects, a lot of emotional or mental side effects more than anything. Losing my father at 16, 17, and then a year later, starting gear, that's a horrible cocktail. I treated a lot of people wrong, friends, partners, family, very irrational. Just wasn't myself. If I could do it all over again, I wouldn't do it. But
Not that
I didn't
route.
have that guidance.
Did you do blood work, like donate?
No.
So you were just pumping gear.
Do it to do it. It was so easy to get.
You started to later on once you started getting to know more of the sport, right?
Yeah, more into the sport, had more people in my corner, more guidance. And I would say by like 25, I understood kind of more what I needed to stay healthier, blood work and lower dosage and less stuff and sleep, training, food.
And then
priorities.
slowly started getting off of it.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever been off more than like a year. I came off all of 2024 for a whole year, and then recently got back on like 3 months ago.
Just TRT, basic. Everybody,
Yeah.
we all are on TRT. Nothing wrong with that.
Do you see that being like a pretty big trend right now? I'm seeing that a lot where there's like a lot of people showing that there's like a lot of kids doing gear now. Like it's really available to kids. And I wouldn't know where to get steroids as a 16, 17-year-old, you know?
Yeah, bro, it's an epidemic, I think, in the younger generation. And that's because of social media. They see those guys who are yoked, and then if they can get something online, order it in the mail in a week, and they can literally change their physiques, their strength in a week. What kid isn't going to do that, especially if they don't have the right male guidance in their life? And a lot of kids don't. So you have access to the gear, you have access to social media, constantly looking at these bodies. Who's going to tell that kid no?
But when they're young like that, it's not a good time to take it.
So it's the worst thing you could do.
Because your testosterone levels are just shooting off the roof, man. You're pumping and grinding. I've seen a lot of kids where on social media, they just blow up and they just start taking all this gear. Their skin breaks out dramatically. I'm like, man, you guys got to calm down. But yet they're still here being ignorant just because why? Here, like you said, this big monster on social media. You have one of the big time guys, the Trend Twins, just pumping gear. What do the kids want to do in high school? Oh, I want to be like them. I want to be famous. I want the muscles. I want the girl. Clearly, you'll get the muscles, you'll get injured, but sometimes you won't even get the girls.
Yeah, and usually you don't. And it's short-lived, and the body crashes soon after. The Trend Twins, all the other influencers, they're kind of anomalies in terms of blowing up and actually making it, which they have. It's very few and far between that people can just take gear, start filming videos, and you blow up. You know, it's like 1 in a million. So that's definitely not the route I would advise for younger kids if they want to make it in the influencer physique industry.
Everybody just wants it right away.
Yeah,
they want it
right away.
They just, I want it, I need it, and they'll do whatever it takes. But
it takes.
At the same time, they're just hurting their bodies too.
Yeah, it's tough. It's tough.
It's very tough when it comes down to it. I just hope that they can really take a break on all that. Ro, what's something you got cooking for us?
Cooking? I got a few things cooking, brother. One thing is the product, which I wish I could talk about. But
it's all good. Respects.
I will say when it comes to fruition, when I do have it in hand, both y'all will get a pair on me. That gives you a little bit of a hint on what it is.
Okay.
Both y'all get a pair. But the next thing I have cooking, bro, is with the YouTube channel, man, I want to stop doing it solo. I want to bring in a team of 4 or 5 guys, and I want to let them feel like this is theirs too. And so right now I'm scheduling Zoom calls with people in the industry that want to just kind of really take over the division. So that's the biggest thing.
Like take over the division as you and a team?
Yeah, sure. Content-wise, just 3 to 6 YouTube videos daily, 20 shorts daily, 5 reels daily, TikTok, 10, and that's how you take over. It's just content. That's all it is.
It is.
Who can poop out the most content?
That's crazy because that's literally what it is. I'm literally going to start bringing in some people in here. Mm-hmm. While I have them in here, these pros or these top influencers, I would love to have you in here too with some of them.
Yeah.
Because a lot of them know you. Just like when Legion came by, Basa and all of them from Brazil were here. They're freaking phenomenal people. They're amazing. Yeah. Next thing you know, here you are. And they're shouting you. I'm like, yo, y'all should have been here with Hart. Like, y'all should have talked with him too, you know? Met him in person. So it just probably different timings because they just showed up randomly.
Yeah.
They started doing their thing.
I'd love to, bro. Me and Aaron are dope. I reached out to Aaron the other day, Aaron Banks, Mr. Olympia, showed him some love. He gave me some love back. It's all good. You know, at the end of the day, I always reach out to these guys and say, hey, man, beyond all this physique commentary, man to man, like, I'll just say it to him, like, I love you, brother. Like, I have a lot of love for you,
Yeah.
who you are, and that's what matters to me. And they always respond like, I appreciate you, bro. Love you too. It doesn't matter all the beef we've had. If you come at it like that, place of love, they're always dope.
They're understanding that you're doing this for the views and to crowd, get the people growing, but you still reach out as a man.
Yeah, I want
like
them to
that.
know there's
No hard feelings.
Yeah, bro. There needs to be a level of friendship, of relationship above content game, of the competing, of the bodybuilding. Like, I want to be a friend of yours, and that's more important to me than all the shit talking that goes on with social media. But we need to have that conversation, so that's very important.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to get him in here. I had a conversation with him at the O as well.
Okay.
So we'll see how that comes.
Ferguson?
Yeah, so we'll see how that one happens.
Yes.
I saw this one, dude. So when you're telling me how you were reaching out to these pros after everything was going, fuck it, I'll say his name, Jeremy, just started throwing all this shit on social media. Like, yo, bro, relax. You kept throwing your name out there.
Yeah.
You did something to piss him off, clearly.
Yeah, bro. 2023, 2024, just talking about men's physique stuff, and he's competing, and I have my opinions, and he disagrees, and I handle certain things. I think it's crazy how I feel like I mature every year. Thank gosh. But yeah, definitely a lot of beef with certain guys. But again, Jeremy's one of the guys I've reached out to, and our relationship is great. You know, at least it feels great, feels genuine. At the Olympia, I went up to multiple guys, tears in my eyes. I apologize for the way I handled things in the past. Even if it wasn't like all me, even if it was, 50, let's say, I don't want any of that. I don't want any hard feelings. I don't want any drama. Like, it's so much easier for me how I like to handle things is just go up, apologize, and just, hey, bro, like, let's squash this. Like, let's be good. There's no need for this, bro.
Correct. There's no need. I'm glad you did that because then after that, when you were talking about that one, now we're seeing out of nowhere Lucky just running with him on some shit.
Lucky? Libra? What are you talking about?
When Lucky was just talking to him, he posted on his story talking about him, and then out of nowhere, the day of the Sasquatch show or some shit like that.
Oh yeah.
They caught each other at the treadmills, and
they're good.
And then they just started talking out, and like he said, "Hey, we talked, and everything's good on here." That's what it is.
It really is. But these guys see each other in person, and they're cool.
Anything.
Yeah.
Because like the beef between the dark sports men's physiques guys, they're under the same platform, same sponsorship. They're still cool at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Like you said, it's all social media wise.
Yeah.
Get somebody to talk about it. Now we'll see what happens. What's going to be the next beef? I kind of have a feeling I know what's going to be the next beef going on social media for these pros.
What you got?
One of the men's physique. Whoa, Brandon's ex is dating.
Bro.
What's his name?
The vice president of the IFBB and PC, Tyler.
I thought so too.
Yeah, I got to reach out to B.
That one's
sure he's
gonna
all right.
dude. That one, because to me it's not in my spot, but I know that one's gonna reach him pretty hard. That one's gonna kick him in the ass just because they were gonna tie the knot.
Yeah, and then she's now with the man who's in control of his career, pretty much.
Yeah. Do you think that's why he lost? Everybody's gonna start seeing that.
It's good to see he's still got top 3 and that doesn't affect it. I don't think it does. Where my mind goes is like, who does she tell Tyler? How does that make Tyler feel? Does that affect him or whatnot? It's just interesting. It's very interesting. Hey, good for Tyler though. Good on you, brother. That guy is surrounded by good-looking women wherever he can't knock him there. Probably.
Yeah, well, his recent ex too.
Good job.
That's what I'm saying.
Shout out to Tyler. He knows what he's doing. Yeah.
Party packing, whatever you're doing, bro. Both got the money to be packing.
Yeah, shit, literally.
This whole industry is amazing. I love how it is. Bodybuilding is literally growing, and it ain't gonna go nowhere.
No,
it's just getting more expensive.
More expensive.
I like the fact that you are here to show people how hard it is to be an influencer as well. People probably think it's easy, but I like how you're saying no, it's hard as well. But being the person that you are, like you said, I can't be a person that has to work under somebody's belt. I'm gonna make my own hours, and you're doing great at it.
Thank you.
You're still eating. You have a roof over your head. You got a car.
Yeah, so grateful.
That's good.
So grateful.
And more to come.
People should go for their influencer goals, man. It's the toughest thing you'll ever do. It's the easiest thing in the world, but it's also the hardest thing in the world because it's the mental battle of it's completely your responsibility whether or not you can pay rent, you make the money, you make the content. So it's all on you. You have a normal 9 to 5, you can go to work upset, you can go to work sick, you can be crabby, and you can still get the work done for your boss. You can sit behind the computer and get it done, or you can build the construction, you can get it done. With this type of stuff, you can't fake it. You know, when it's time for me to talk, I have to put myself in a headspace of really good, positive, optimistic, wild, fun energy. And that really has to be me. I can't fake it. I've tried. I can't do it. It really has to be me.
And that's why people keep coming for you, because they see the real you. They don't see somebody that's just hiding behind the camera. Because like all these other influencers I was seeing on YouTube, they would go up to people and tell them, hey, I just want to give you a heads up. My character is going to be this person. I would want to know if you're going to be in this video. They say no. All right. They make sure they don't record around them. But that's just crazy how they have to act instead of being who you are. So,
yeah, that's the key. That authenticity that's all people want. They just want real.
anything you want to tell to the fans?
Shout out to you, bro. It's
Appreciate
amazing
it.
Space.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
When did this gym open up? April?
Yeah.
Shout out to you, bro.
March.
What I got going on. Look at this, bro. Look where I'm sitting, dog. This is insane.
I
If
appreciate
you're
that.
in Reno and you have a story, you need to sit down with this man and you need to spill your heart out, because it's going to affect and touch a lot of people. And that's the most valuable thing you could do. Just sparking that in someone else
Yeah.
to feel a certain way, to help their lives. That's the best. And you created this space, bro. So
That's
shout out to you.
I very
Shit.
appreciate that so much, my man. It was been in the works. I've been wanting to do a YouTube podcast channel for a very long time. And finally, I'm up and going. And I want to shout out to my boy right here, John,
Yes.
for actually helping me with the programs, Dean. And then I know I was picking your brain too. See you put it in work. So me seeing how you get down made me want to just go for it. And having him help me out with what they were doing at 4th Street Live, shout out to them, because they're the first ones to put me on a cast. And now they showed me the ropes. I'm very grateful for them helping me out there too as well.
That's a good point you brought up. Like, I read something the other day. It's like everyone is just looking at everyone else to see how to like do life.
Mhm.
You know, I'm looking at people trying to get information on how I should do things. People look at you and they get inspired. You look at me, I look at you. No one has it figured out. Everyone's just everyone is waiting for you, Chris. You tell them to teach them for how you act to help them live their lives, you know? And I feel like sometimes we don't realize that, but everyone subconsciously is looking at other people in the world and deciding internally like how I should live, what I should do. We have so much power within us. We have so much influence within ourselves. So this is why this podcast and what you have going on is so invaluable, bro.
I very appreciate the words, bro.
Yeah.
It means a lot hearing it from somebody that I actually look up to when it comes to all of this too as well. You're another reason why I'm doing this too. I love hearing what you say, open up to people. And I say, you know what? Reno needs to hear about town, their own town.
Mm-hmm.
People don't know of others that are struggling, been through some problems and help themselves out. Or like you said, just hear me out.
Yeah.
I got a story to tell, and hopefully that story can help somebody else out as well.
Yeah. I think everyone's fighting those battles, right? Those
Yeah.
inner battles. And I'm a king at hiding it. Like, I'll hide it all day long. You'll never know. I think a lot of people hide it. Again, that's why this podcast is crucial. I'm sure you've had people crying here, and I think you're going to have a lot more. And it's such a beautiful thing, because where else do they get that release and feel comfortable to be able to do that?
Okay. Yeah, definitely is. We got some stuff cooking that we'll be dropping out pretty soon
Yeah.
too. My man, Hart, I appreciate you for your time and coming
Yeah,
in
bro,
with us.
yeah.
And this is not the last time you'll be with us.
Get me in here,
I'm
bro.
gonna get you in with somebody else. Oh, trust me. I got you, puppy.
Cool.
Run it.
Appreciate you, bro.